Well, I'll start just by saying it was really great to be back home. We've missed it. It's been a couple weeks since we've been able to be here, and our fans just continue to blow me away. I watch basketball pretty much every free minute that I have, and all across the country I see these women's basketball games, and the crowds certainly don't look like ours. So I'm really grateful to our fan base for the way that they show up, no matter who we're playing. They've definitely been an X factor for us. And as far as our team goes, just a really complete win today. I mean, there's a lot of great things to talk about, but I think that the thing that's making this so special is just the buy-in from everyone, the buy-in to their roles, the selflessness of this team, the willingness to share the ball. I thought we had a couple players kind of get back on track today, which was really important for us because that hasn't been the case in the last few games. And thank goodness to the depth of our team that when some of our best players haven't been at their best, we've still found ways to win. But today, you kind of got to see everyone firing on all cylinders, and because of that, we made history.
What's been like helping y'all really bounce back in the second quarter, the majority of these games?
Do you want to answer?
No, you got it.
Well, I would just say I think we need to just have better starts because we don't want to bounce back in the second quarter. That was the case today. We did not have the urgency that we wanted. So just some good, warm, fuzzy timeouts pretty much is the answer, I think.
Kind of talking about getting back on track. Obviously, Micah had a little bit of a shooting slump during you guys' trip. Staley's had a little bit of a shooting slump. So how do you kind of, from your view as a coach, how did it feel to see those girls get those shots to finally go in the basket?
Yeah, those are two players that I was referencing at the beginning. You just have to trust the process, I mean, it's not that they were doing anything wrong or bad. They just simply weren't making shots, and that's something that comes with the game. And like I said, thank goodness, we've got depth. Jadyn has stepped up tremendously in the last 3 games, today 4 games for us, to kind of carry that load when other people weren't. But you just got to trust the process, and you can't go away from it just because it's not going your way. And it was great for those 2 players to see some shots go in today because we've known the whole time what they're capable of. It's just you got to do it in games, and they have done it in practice. But it was good for them to see the ball go in the basket today, and I think that was really important for us moving forward.
7 players in double figures, 133 points. You shatter record after record in this game. Just how does that feel? Like, it must feel amazing, especially after kind of having some games where the offense didn't hit the ceiling.
Do you want to answer that one?
I mean, I would just say it's kind of what we do in the sense of it's how we practice, it's how we play every day. And I mean, I think Coach said one of the records we broke today was the most 100-point games. And so we fall back on what we prepare for in practice. And every single day we do the same things, And some days, you get days where the ball's not going in the rim, but you don't fall asleep in those days. You just keep doing what you're doing. And so a day like today, it's super fun just to see things come alive, but also it's just what we know that we are capable of doing. So it's just, it's just something that we want to continue doing.
Coach, did it feel good to see the three-point shooting really take off in that second quarter as opposed to the first quarter where you went like 1 of 7?
Yeah. That's when you shoot as many threes as we do, that's just going to happen, and it comes with the territory. Where I'm actually grateful that happened is just in general in our last few games is I feel like we had such a hot start to our season shooting the ball, and then people started taking away the three-point line. And that's when Jadyn really was able to just bust wide open because people were not helping off of shooters. The great thing about her, she can facilitate and score it, but we talk a lot about just pick your poison. And if you take away the 3-point line, we still feel like we can score and score in the paint. Jadyn has been a huge factor in that. Achol has been a huge factor in that for us. So it's really just whatever it takes to win, whatever that looks like. Making threes is fun, but we understand that you're not always going to shoot the way that you want, and we just got to keep finding different ways to score the ball.
On the defensive side of the floor, you forced 29 turnovers, you forced Mississippi Valley to 29% shooting. A lot of these games it feels like the same questions, but what was working on the defensive end with a lot of the pressure and things like that to force the amount of turnovers that you did? Yeah,
I think just everything falls back on our depth to this team. So the way that we're able to run fast offensively and move the ball as quick as we do, the way that we're able to guard people and get after them defensively, it's all because of our depth. And so I think that that's really just the key for us is challenging our kids to really get after it and empty their tank every time they're on the floor, knowing that they're going to have a sub to come in and relieve them. We're talking a lot about just not being tired, right now, right? Yeah. But no, it's just, it's who we are. It's who we want to be. We still have a lot of improvement that we need to make. I actually wasn't very pleased with us defensively today. I thought our ball screen coverage wasn't very good. We still have a lot of areas that we can improve on. But in general, just the way that we play is because of our depth.
Jane, how high is the confidence level in that locker room heading into Bedlam a week from today?
I mean, very. It should be. We were just talking about it, honestly. Like, we've done everything we need to do, and we're going to continue throughout this week going into Saturday to prepare for that game. But, we got Staley and Micah back on track. This team has so many weapons. And so I feel like we have every right to be confident. And, we're just going to keep on doing the things we need to do to keep preparing for that game.
Jadyn, I noticed the most hype the bench got all night was when Favor got her first bucket. So just how did that feel, seeing your teammate finally get one in the basket for the first time in her career?
I think that's my favorite part of the game is just, it's why I passed, because I love seeing my teammates score the ball. But seeing someone like Favor score the ball is so special because every single day she makes us better in practice, and she works so incredibly hard. And so seeing her come on the court and get her a basket, it's just, I know she feels like she's on top of the world, and so we all feel that for her. It's something that's super special.